much of the night, emergency crews were trying to help, but quite simply, if it was pitch black and you don't know what's beneath you, it's very difficult to get helicopters in those conditions.
Also, the state of emergency has been declared at a nuclear facility. What is the update on that situation?
Well, the latest we know on that is that the trade minister of Japan said that a small radiation leak could occur at the Fukushima nuclear plant. Now, this is according to Kyodo News Agency. We understand from that news agency that the radiation levels have been recorded as more than 8 times the normal amount. Now, we know there have been mass evacuations around the nuclear plant. We understand that there's at least a 6-mile or a 10-kilometer zone where people have been evacuated. And we also know that the Prime Minister has made it his first port of call. Japanese Prime Minister Khan was in a helicopter this morning. He went straight to that plant to see exactly what was happening, knowing that this is a very serious development. And obviously he also toured the rest of the area to see how bad the damage was.
Okay, Paul, thank you very much for that. Paula Hancock's joining us live from Osaka en route to the disaster zone. Let's get back to John.
And Christy, I just want to use our map to show people the location of the nuclear sites, Paul, and you were just talking about. It's the Fukushima Daiichi site. There's a number of Japan, of course, heavily reliant on nuclear power. It is this site here, about 170 miles north of Tokyo, where they are deeply concerned right now. A couple of other facilities are reporting some problems, but officials say this is their top priority right now. And as Paula just noted, the release of some radioactive vapors, officials are saying no big deal, but obviously a huge concern as this plays out, and we see if they can cool that reactor down in time. We're also getting some new pictures in from NHK, which has done a marvelous job covering this, and these daytime pictures we're beginning to see help us get a much better sense of the scope of the devastation and the challenge of the recovery effort, now 18 hours plus after this devastating quake. And as we try to discuss the challenges ahead, let's bring in CNN's Kyung La. She's about to travel to the epicenter of the quake also. And Kyung, let's start with the public anxiety. There has to be enormous anxiety anyway, the record quake, the most devastating quake in Japan's history, and then on top of that, some concerns about this nuclear episode. What's the sense among the people and the sense of the transparency and communication from the government?
Well, let's talk about what exactly I'm seeing. I'm 200 kilometers outside of where the tsunami hit.
Hope everyone gets healed there. There's no more destruction. No more earthquakes either. No, no, no.
We can start to see buildings have cracks. Buildings are compromised. There is no